And welcome back to another video. In this one we'll be doing VLAN and trunking configuration. So again, we've just added from our basic configuration file, added a second switch in and another PC on the same VLAN, but we haven't configured the link between the two switches, so we won't have configuration options. So if I could try to ping our PC, which is 192.168.2.20, it won't get there because there's no connectivity between the two switches at this time. We won't have that until we get the switch configured. So just let's confirm I actually put the IP address in for starters. I just thought maybe I didn't put the address in, which would be bad. So let's try that out again. So as you can see, we've got no connectivity between the two switches yet. So command line. Now this is the one that we had on the base config, so we already have some stuff in here. So what we need to do, go in the config T, how to create VLANs. Well, type in the VLAN and the number. There, it's created. Give it a name, call it sales, VLAN 20, I'll call that one HR, and VLAN 30, we'll give that a name of staff. There we go. That's as complicated as it gets for creating VLANs. Now we want to go and assign them to our switch ports, because the VLANs aren't active unless we have members. So we want to create switch port access, then switch port access VLAN 10, and we'll be very creative. We'll go to number 20, use the upper arrow keys, and as we don't have a port 30, we'll change it to port 15. Mode access using the upper arrow keys, save the typing, and VLAN 30. Now we already have our VLAN 99 created from our original basic config. So if we end that there and do show VLAN brief and expand the window so it's all in place. So you can see here we have our 3 VLANs that we just put in, and our existing VLAN. So these are all existing on our switch in the default VLAN 1. Now, it's best practice to shut down all your unused ports. So they should be shut down, but for this demonstration I won't go into that. So we've created our VLANs. Now we want to create a trunk between the two switches. So if I go to the config mode, go to the interface, which is the gigabit 02, which is the interface facing switch 2, and we change switch port mode to trunk, and it'd be good if I could type. So that's now in trunking mode. Now we want to, and excuse the noise from outside, we've got some construction work across at the neighbours. We want to put a trunk, and again typing would be good, and we want to say the native VLAN will be VLAN 99, our admin. So if we do show trunk, and that should be interface trunk. Alright, so gigabit 2's on, default encapsulation, it's trunking, native VLAN, everything is allowed to travel across. So jump across to switch 2, and I cheated it a little bit offline. I preset it up with the basic config. So if we do a show VLANs here, we've only got the ones that was there to start with, VLAN 99. So the VLANs are only a local database. We'll go into how to do it in a domain later, but to start off with, you'd have to replicate all of that each time you came in. So let's do the quick cut and paste. And I missed a V from VLAN 10. And VLAN 99 is already there, but we want to give it name admin. And paste in the same switch ports as was assigned on the other switch. So if we do show VLAN now, we'll see that the VLANs are now there as per the other one. So now we want to go to the interface, and in this case it's 01, and we want to make the switch port mode trunk, and switch port, trunk, native, VLAN 99. Boom. So you see that something's happened. So we do a show interface trunk. It's now up. Everything's allowed. See here, 1 to 1005, and then 1, 10, 20, 30, and 99 are the actual ones that are going across. Now, that's our default VLAN. Now, maybe we don't want to, as there shouldn't be anybody on VLAN 1, maybe we don't allow that across. So if we want to go in the trunk, allowed, VLAN, and go 10, 20, 30, 99. Now if we repeat our show interface trunk, you see we have a different listing under allowed VLANs. So under the default, it's 1 to 1005, which is all VLANs. Now, because we've specified exactly which VLANs can go across, there we have it. So what do we do now? We end that. We do a copy run start. Open that one, in that one, do a copy run start. And then come back here and repeat our ping. And we've now got connectivity between our switches and our PCs. And jump on the PC3. So I should be able to ping 2.10, which is going back the other way. And I should be able to ping the gateway. Okay, so that is VLANs. Now, if I was to insert another PC down here, and we'll make it PC4, and we'll make it part of VLAN 10, and it's will be 192, 168, 10.10, and we want to give it a patch lead from Ethernet across, and we want to connect it to interface 10. Because that's the one that's configured for VLAN 10. And it's up. Should have done this before we 192, 168, 10.10. Now its default gateway would be the 10.1 in it. So There isn't a 10.1, so it will fail. We know it's going to fail. So let's ping 192.168.2.10, and this too will fail because we shouldn't have any inter-VLAN routing, which strangely enough will be the topic of the next one. So we've configured VLANs, configured trunking between the switches, and we're connectivity between like VLANs between the two switches, but not between different VLANs. Okay, so that's the basic VLAN and trunking configuration video. Hope you enjoyed. Nice short one for you. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.